We're going to have fun. We're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about things.
I'm on a show tonight.
Where at?
The Mountain Room, actually. It's,
okay.
It's Mike Mazzolotti's, like, the Gateway show.
Oh, is he doing kind of a version of that, or is it his?
I think it's... I don't know if it's the same thing. Like, I kind of haven't asked, but it is the Gateway show. So, but also Dewa's on it too, and so is Benny. And I'm like, well, if they're doing it, then
yeah, that's a solid lineup too.
Yeah, but
both straight and high.
Yeah, no, it's like I kind of like I'm in the point in my life where I think I might hate getting high now.
I can't do it anymore. I had to give up. I'm still adjusting to it. It's bumming me out.
No, I like always have a weed pen on me, but like I'll hit it and then I'll be like, why the fuck did I do this? And then I just feel like shit.
Oh,
and then I'm like anxious or I'm like not doing my best work. And I'm like, oh, no.
I got diagnosed over the summer. I finally got diagnosed with ADHD, which took
like you're in your 50s, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you just now got diagnosed?
I mean, I knew I had it.
Yeah.
But I was like, let's just get a diagnosis for this so that I can knock it out and I can actually say with confidence that, yes, I do have this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of people, comics in particular, love getting diagnosed with stuff.
Yeah.
So they can go, I have this.
Yeah.
And I was just, my brain, I'm like, I don't want to say it if I haven't earned it.
No, that's how I felt about bipolar 1, narcolepsy, like everything, sleep apnea. I was like,
I want to know.
Yeah.
I just want to know so that I can say it with confidence and not like, not do stolen valor,
Yeah.
Where it's just like, you don't have ADHD, you just smoke too much weed. And so I got diagnosed and they put me on, oh man, why am I forgetting the name of it?
Ritalin, Concerta, Wellbutrin?
Yeah.
Oh, so they put you on the baby one.
Yeah, but they put me on 150 milligrams and for the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 months, like things were really cooking.
Yeah.
I was really full of energy and constantly like I was focused, but like overly focused. Like I could sit and practice guitar for 5 straight hours without drinking any water.
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
No.
And, but then I get high all the time too. I was still getting high and I'm like, I can get stuff done. Something broke.
Yeah.
And I had a fucking major, like horrible, just psychotic break. I got high one night and it just spiraled and just started to spiral. I mean, like, no joke. Like, I hate saying it because it sounds like I'm looking for sympathy, but like, I honestly was like one of those suicidal, like, I'm going to end my life.
Mm-hmm.
I can't live like this. Like, my brain was so out of my own control.
I think the only reason that happened to me when I was on Wellbutrin too. I think I dropped into your comments.
Yeah,
about
we
that.
talked about that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I in 2019 I was on Wellbutrin, the highest dose of Wellbutrin, and I was on the highest dose of Adderall, and then I think there was something else, and it like I chased off my ex. I have no idea what I did. I don't remember what I did. I lost my memory, but I think the only reason I'm still here is because of spite. I think I was like spiteful about it, where I was like, I'm not gonna let anyone, like, everybody was making me feel bad. Everyone made me feel like shit. And I was like, I'm not gonna let this like control my life. And then I like realized what was going on through like friends and other things. And like, I went to the doctor and they were like, oh, you have bipolar type 1. This is like bipolar type 1 stuff. And they were like, you've been like, they're like, you said you don't have memory for the past like 3 months. And I was like, yeah, I have like bits and pieces, but I don't have like huge chunks of my memory are gone. And they were like, okay, well, like this seems like you had a dramatic manic episode, like a really bad manic episode. And I was like, yeah. And I still don't know why. Like there's a couple friends and my ex and a couple other people who I like have not talked to me since then. So I have no idea what I did. But I did come out of that time, like I still have some grudges from that time that I have not let go, and I have no reason to keep those grudges. But I name names, and I say horrible things about these people. I'm like, I do not like this person, but like no, but I have like the huge gaps in my memory, and I don't really remember ever like coming clear, like being like remembering clear. Like the first like clear-headed memory I have was showing up at 2 a.m. in Los Angeles at my apartment I had just signed a lease at without keys, like calling my roommate being like, hey, let me in, and then being like, did I get scammed? And now I'm in Los Angeles with all my stuff, and I moved here like when I was not emotionally well, and now I'm just stuck here. Is that what's happening now? And and then the pandemic hit, and then I was stuck there for like 9 months.
God damn it.
It sucked. And the place sucked bad.
What part of LA were you in?
Do you know where the UCB Sunset was?
Yeah.
I was right across the street.
Oh, God. So you were close to the Scientology Center.
Yeah, really close. I would pass it every day on my way to work. I was right next to Scientology Center. I would eat at Food for Less every day. Food for Less every day. I would go over to, until it closed, I would go to the UCB Sunset for coffee because they had that little coffee shop. And then I would sit in there and work on, I never wanted to be home, so I would sit in there and work on stuff and like meet people. And
so one thing I like about LA, and that the one thing I like about that area and like parts of Los Feliz is like there's just the weather up until like 2 years ago, you could just go sit outside anywhere and write.
Yeah.
There was always an available coffee shop. There was someplace you could just go sit in a cabana and write outdoors and get air. And you can't fucking do that here.
Yeah.
You can do that 3 months out of the year, maybe.
No.
But it's just hard. Like I'd get up in the morning and like just go to a breakfast place or a coffee place or, pastry place and just sit on the veranda for 3 or 4 hours and write and just drink coffee.
Yeah.
And get sunshine and and also overhear crazy people's conversations because they were all in LA. So of course they're all
a little crazy.
Yeah, they're all embedded in that cult, that subculture. Or if you're over there on Sunset, then you're listening to people who just came out of the Celebrity Center or who work over there, who are either trying to convert people into Scientology or quietly complaining, bitching about how awful their life is and they can't get out of that cult.
Yeah.
Or just people, you
heard it here first, guys.
They're
Scientology's a cult. You heard it here first.
Oh, it's totally
breaking news.
Yeah. I was involved firsthand when sixth grade, end of my sixth grade year. My mom decided not to send me to public school anymore because I really had a problem, like integrating and I wasn't doing homework. I'm a real artsy fartsy kid, and I didn't like doing stuff. I didn't like doing homework because I had fucking ADHD, and nobody knew that. So I never did my homework. I almost failed out of elementary school. And so her idea was like, let's pull you out and put you in a private school where they can really focus on things more. And hey, you like science fiction, and this guy's a science fiction writer. So why don't we send you to Sheridan, Oregon, and you can go to L. Ron Hubbard's Delphian School, which should be great because it's, actors send their kids there, musicians send their kids there. And she was right. I mean, Chick Corea's kids went there. Clint Eastwood's kids went there. I went to school with Juliette Lewis and her brother, but it was a full-on Scientology school because all those people were Scientologists.
Oh, that's wild.
And my mom and dad had no fucking clue what Scientology was. I found out within the first 2 weeks. I was like, oh no. I'm 13 years old and I am in a fucking cult in a 200-year-old monastery on top of a mile-high hill surrounded by hurricane fencing. Oh, I'm not going anywhere for 2 years.
I'm surprised he wasn't on a submarine. Isn't that his? Oh no, he had a big ship.
He had a yacht, part of Sea Org.
Sea Org, yeah.
which was just, those were ships just filled with child rape. And then they just parked them out in international waters so that, because, if you're rich and you own a yacht, you can just rape a kid in international waters. As long as you're over the Midian line, they're fine with it. That's why Epstein bought an island.
Oh, yeah.
But not to put too fine a point on it. But not like I've practiced that at all.
You just know. Yeah.
Talking to people. I mean, that's why everybody, in Scientology was like, well, he's out in the yacht at the point, this is right before he died. So he was on this yacht all the time. He lived on it because everybody was like, he's trying to escape the IRS.
Yeah.
But he was actually trying to escape federal charges of child trafficking, child sex endangerment, which was rape. I mean, he was a kid diddler. A lot of those guys. Let's just get that out of the way. Rich people.
They're kid diddlers.
Really rich people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I don't
know. Is it because they're so rich?
Or I think, because they're rich and then they get what do? You just get desensitized to everything because everything's available to you. And so I also think that you can just get away with anything. And after a while, if you're that rich, it means you've already been desensitized to empathy and compassion. So what's next? Pain and suffering. And it's
they become a Cenobite, basically. They become a Cenobite.
Yeah, that's the only. They just fucking pain and suffering will be legendary. Your petting will be legendary.
Oh, this guy loves it. This guy loves it.
My favorite guy.
I think he might be on the podcast with me going forward.
I won't even stop. I can't even stop, like, patting him.
Yeah, no, he's a lover.
This is me and dogs, though. Like, when I'm around a dog, I'm like, let's hug.
Let's
hanging out.
No, he's been the best part of my life the last, like, 3 years that I've had him.
Good guy. What's the breed?
He's a pug.
He's a pug. Okay. Mm-hmm. I noticed the underbite.
Yeah, he's kind of a weird pug, though. Like, a lot of pugs don't have the underbite like that. And he's also super tall.
My brother has a bulldog, which, is pugs at least have a neck. Mm-hmm. And bulldogs don't have any neck at all.
No.
And they're just flat faced, and they always have to, they always sound like they have waking apnea. And so just walking around the house, like, he can't lick his ass or his balls because he has no neck. So like, how can you be a dog and just not enjoy that?
Yeah, I have sleep apnea, and 12 years ago, I got diagnosed with sleep apnea. I wore the CPAP maybe 4 times.
Oh, wow.
And then I stopped wearing it. And then an ultimatum came in my relationship where they were like, you need to get a new CPAP. And I was like, I hated wearing it. But now I'm just like, because I have the severe enough kind that where like the surgery doesnlike work.
Oh, and fuck, you have to wear it.
Yeah, so I have to wear it. And like, what happened was like, I got like my health tested, like I got like a physical, and they were like, your cholesterol and triglycerides are like that of like a severe alcoholic, which I'm also a little bit of a severe alcoholic. So
I'll be honest. Before I quit drinking, I was 340 pounds, and and I also ate like shit because I was up all the time, but I was also a bell-to-bell, full-blown alcoholic.
Yeah.
But I had really bad sleep apnea, and also edging very close to type 2 diabetes.
I was there for a while too.
And when I quit, I all that went away. Like, I lost the weight. I sleep through the night. I'm lucky because I know a lot of people that don't. It doesn't matter. You have sleep apnea because there's something.
That's what I think is for me is back there.
Uvula,
but they're trying to get me on Zepbound too to see if that'll help, because Zepbound.
Buddy, that's what I'm on, and I love it.
Yeah, because I did take Ozempic for a little bit, but
I beat Ozempic.
I beat it. Yeah, I beat it. Eventually, I beat it.
I gained 40 pounds on Ozempic.
Yeah, so I got to a point I was like losing weight, and then I stopped losing weight and started gaining weight, and I was like, why am I paying $300 a month for this if I'm just going to keep gaining weight?
Yeah.
And then because I also didn't have insurance at the time. And then now I'm going to a nutritionist, and my sleep doctor is like, we're going to send a referral to your nutritionist to see if we can get you on Zepbound as well. And I'm not that big of a guy. I'm a bit chubby, but like, I'm not that big of a guy.
Yeah, but what are you, 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'3", 6'4". Yeah. But you're right there.
Carnival job.
Carnival job, yeah.
That's your weight and your height.
I'm like the higher end of 6'3". So like, other guys will say they're 6'3" and they're clearly shorter than me, is where I'm at.
I wonder if they were like old time, because like guessing your weight already seems pretty touchy. Like, that carnival game is gone.
Yeah.
Let me guess your weight. People are like, no, that's really. But I wonder if like 150 years ago there was just a guy like a carnival barker who's like, let me guess your gender. Now they're like, let's not do that. Let's not guess your gender.
Yeah.
I'll guess your gender.
Oh yeah. Have you seen those videos of those guys walking around the gym and they're like, hey, how tall are you? And then they tell them and they're like, can I measure you? And the guys are like, no. And the guy's like, no, come on, let me measure you. And it's like straight up like guys who are like 5'8" being like, I'm 6 feet tall. And then they'll measure them and they'll be like, you are 5'8".
I tell people I am 5'3", fully erect.
Yeah, no, yeah. And also, isn't like you have like a best friend who's like 6'7", right?
6'9".
6'9".
Posehn.
Oh, is that who it is?
It's
okay,
Posehn.
You told the story, and I was like, is it Posehn? Yeah. No, he's tall.
Posehn 6'9".
That's insane. I remember
he's 6'7" if we're going under a door frame.
Yeah,
but then he's 6'9".
I remember watching that guy on Just Shoot Me, like when I was a little kid.
That's, I think, the first time I ever saw him, and then it was Mr. Show. I think.
Oh yeah, I also Mr. Show. I saw him on
Mr. Show first, and then I saw him on Just Shoot Me, and I think I was one of those things where I'm like, that's the guy from the fucking cool comedy show I like.
Yeah,
and he's on TV.
I think I got one of my nicknames from as a kid from Just Shoot Me because David Spade goes, why don't you get me a scooter and you guys can call me Scooter? And then he was like, how about I give you these nickels and we'll call you Nickels? And then my dad just started calling me Scooter after that. and then my brother made friends with a guy, I think his name's Scooter Parsons, that like his first name was Scooter. And then I was no longer Scooter.
Oh, no.
But also the other thing is that kid, I think he turned like 5 years old and was like, I don't want to be Bob or Dave or Andrew anymore. I want to be Scooter. And then his parents were like, let's go legally change your name to Scooter. And they just did it.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. We're about 17 minutes into this. Hello, welcome to the Northwest Culture Report. I'm Keegan. With me today is Derek Sheen. Today we're exploring questions such as what's too short and what's too tall.
I mean, I'm too short. Too short though is not short enough.
No,
if I'm taller than too short, then I think he needs to change his name.
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, I always open with like
change his name to Too Old now.
Too Old, yeah. I can't place a Too Short song straight up. I don't think I can place one.
I still have everything on cassette. But I don't think I can name a single Too Short.
I have a collection of cassettes, like so many cassettes, but I don't have a cassette player anymore, and it's a huge disappointment. Also, my record player broke, so I just have a shit ton of records.
Here's the thing about I have an LP and I have a record player and I have a ton of fucking LPs. I have like so many records, and I hate playing them even though I love listening to them because I hate having to get up every 30 minutes and turn it over.
Yeah,
I just get so bummed out. I'm like, this is gonna be work. Like I have to be in the room while it's playing, otherwise I have to be there every 25 or 30 minutes to turn this stupid thing over.
We had like when I was in college, we had records we would specifically clean to. So it was like the Specials record. We would always put that on and we would clean to it. Yeah. It was like every single time, like it was this old beat up Specials record that was like probably sounded like shit.
First wave though.
But yeah. That's two-tone.
That's right.
That's second wave.
That's second wave.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's right.
We about to talk ska on this podcast?
No, I mean
no, I'm never calling it a phase because I've been into ska since day one. Yeah,
I mean, me too. Well, I think I tapped out after second wave ska, after the British wave of ska.
Yeah,
that was kind of where I got stuck. That was my, that's the early 80s. So
yeah,
late 70s, early 80s was I think that's where everything got imprinted. So I mean, I loved the Specials. I loved, now I'm not fucking, my brain is just fried trying to think of band names, 56-year-old brain. But that whole era of, Madness was,
Madness, 10cc.
Yeah, 10cc.
English Beat or just The Beat.
Dave Wakeland, anything with Dave Wakeland in it.
Yeah. I had this Trojan
Records. I
remember
Dave Wakeling's name, but I can't remember any of my favorite ska bands. Like that just came to me. I'm like, yeah, Dave Wakeling, right?
Yeah, I had this Trojan Records playlist that was all first wave stuff that I would just listen to nonstop, and I consistently get this song called "Hooligan" stuck in my head, and you probably know it, but it's "Hooligan."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who does it.
No, I can't remember right now, but it's
in there.
Don't be afraid, hooligan. Is it a hooligan? Yeah, it gets stuck in my head constantly. I feel like I'm not allowed to do that voice. I'm like imitating the song, and I'm like, "Is this cool? Am I allowed to do this?"
I think you're okay.
I also
as long as you don't say Irie.
Irie, yeah. They're fucking Meet Joe Black. 18 gonna be Irie. I have a friend that every time someone says Stranger Things, they say it in a Jamaican accent. and it's really funny. He is black, but it is really funny every time he does it.
Stranger Things, but Jamaican. I'm trying to remember there's a comic on Instagram who still one of my fucking favorite things in the world is he'll do accents, ordering food from that culture.
Oh yeah,
in that voice, but he'll do it in every iteration. So he'll do it in the standard accent, and then he'll do it in every iteration of that accent.
Okay.
So not just Great Britain, but then like, Sussex, Surrey.
Oh yeah.
And they get progressively more ridiculous. And he did Jamaican, where he just ordered curry goat and peas.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw that one.
Fucking crying.
Yeah. By the end of it, like, I don't know what he's saying.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Screaming.
My aunt's from the Bahamas, and she's got a really thick accent, and it's really funny. Because she's like, my aunt's like this tall, skinny black woman, and my uncle's like this short, fat white dude. And she's got a Bahamas accent. And when I was a kid, we would all just do her voice all the time. And then I like got older and Stockton was like, oh, my aunt's from the Bahamas, she sounds like this. And they were like, no. No, I don't think you're allowed to do that. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Taking my mom to a Mexican restaurant.
Gracias.
I'm like, please don't. But my mom used to she would over pronounce everything.
Oh yeah.
To a point where like other tables would be like, how racist is everything? Yeah. She couldn't just order enchiladas. She had to like really enunciate like in her head, like, how British people would say Falkland Islands during the Falkland crisis, where they wouldn't just say Falkland, they'd be like the Falkland Islands.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to say it like that.
No.
That's how she would order a burrito or an enchilada.
Just a burrito.
Yeah. Just really fucking zhuzh it up. Just Linda Ronstadt from the late 80s. Just adding a lot of heat to it. And also she didn't speak Spanish at all.
Oh no.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, so it's not even like I'm kind of leaning towards like a Peggy Hill thing, if you know what I'm talking about.
It's exactly Peggy Hill. Yeah.
Did you watch the new King of the Hill?
No, I haven't gotten
they the thing is like after the old King of the Hill, when they moved to Saudi Arabia to do like Hank and Peggy moved to Saudi Arabia to do like propane work over there, and then they come back. And then Peggy is now like speaking that language and saying Saudi Arabia, and like she's like she tries to speak it to their cab driver, and then she's like, "Oh, it's the language of Saudi Arabia, and he's like, "I'm from Saudi Arabia," and she's like, "Then why didn't you understand me?"
Oh no!
They just continue the joke and. That show, I really liked the new season. But the animation style is lost.
Can I get a glass of agua?
Yeah.
I'm like, just water, Mom. Just order fucking water. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I've never... My mom, her favorite... this is my mom's favorite joke when I was a kid was... And she's going to be mad at me for bringing this up now, but like when I was a kid, she'd ask if we were deaf. And then she would do a deaf voice to us.
Oh, no.
This is like the 90s.
I mean, it was still appropriate.
Yeah, no, but she would do a deaf voice and be like, can you hear me? But in a deaf voice. And I think it like by the time I got to high school, I was like, I don't think you can do this anymore. Yeah.
That was, every Christmas, my mom in the car would start Hark the Hair-Lipped Angels sing. And then just do a horrific
hair lip.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, no, my mom did that too, I think.
Yeah. She'd do it like in public or in a grocery store.
Oh, no.
She knew it would make me laugh, but
no, yeah, it does.
I was a kid and I'm like, this is hilarious. You're being so cruel.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Comedy was just cruel for a long time.
It really was.
It was like cruel, and then it was self-deprecating, and now I don't even know what it is. I've been out of the scene for so long.
You're making good choices.
No. So I go home to him every night, and so I like that. I like my peace. I don't want to, like, I used to spend every single night going to multiple mics, being out with like some people I was friends with, some people I didn't really care about, some people I like outwardly disliked. and I would be at like these shows, and then I stopped doing it during the pandemic, and then started up after the pandemic again, started doing it again. And then I did it like for a while, and then I just went, I don't think I like this anymore. I was like, I want to do shows. I don't really want to do mics, and I don't want to spend every night at in a bar or a comedy club. That is
every comedy show I go to now, even if I'm on it.
Yeah.
There's a point in the evening where even I think on the way there, I'm like, I don't want to do comedy anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to go here.
No, that's why I'm like, and also the other thing, I've always been a better personality than I ever was a comic. I've always been a good time to hang out with. And then for a long time, I think I only got on shows for a long time. I got on shows or got invited or like went touring with people because I knew how to party. I got free stuff places, and I always knew where to get drugs. And I think for a while in my early 20s, mid 20s, that's like why I got invited.
I mean, places. That's the triple hit.
Yeah. So I was a fun time party guy, and I was going out like Chris Farley. I was going out like fucking. I was like, I think I even told this to Abraham once, where I was like, no, dude, I'm gonna die like pretty soon, and then people are gonna talk about how fun I was when I was alive. And he was like, don't say that. And I was like 24, and I was like, oh, yeah. I'm not making it to 30. And he was like, don't say that, man. And I was like, no, like, if I continue doing this,
I mean, I remember Farley on that last Saturday Night Live appearance. I literally said out loud to my roommates, I was like, he's going to die.
Yeah.
Like, he looks so bad. Like, it's obvious he's not going to be alive much longer. And it was only like 3 weeks or something, and he was gone.
Yeah. Was that 97?
Yeah. And you could tell, man, because everybody was talking it before he was on SNL at that point, when he came to, before he guested, that things were really bad. Like, his health was bad. He was really on a bender. His folks had to fly out and see him because they did an intervention and it didn't take. And then he was on SNL, and I was like, holy fuck, man, he's sweating during the monologue.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was just sweating during the monologue, and his skin wasn't right, and his eyes were all sunken in. And I'm like, oh man, we're gonna lose him. We're gonna lose the fuck one of the funniest guys. And then we did lose him, and it was fucking like, oh, I think it was a wake up call for a lot of comics, though.
Yeah,
because I think there was a lot of people that was kind of the tail end of like this era of just like, ironic drug use. Comedy, especially like it was ironic. People were still doing fucking 8-balls and coke and shit because they were like, that's what Belushi did, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool? Like, we're doing things that we shouldn't be doing. We know it's bad for us, but it's kind of fucking cool. We're bad boys. Yeah. And that was a weird time because in the, growing up in the 80s, especially during the first comedy boom, cocaine was just part of everything.
It was everywhere.
It propped up. I think it's responsible for, every excess in the 80s, everything was just a direct result of cocaine. Either the movies, the music, comedy in general, everything was propped up by the cocaine industry. Like, the reason comedy was booming is because there was nothing but coke and money going around. I mean, most of the comics got paid in drugs,
Yeah, oh God.
And people just partied all the time because it was just just a time of excess. And then when the DEA started cracking down like really, really hard during the last the old Bush administration, right? He took over after Reagan and beefed up the DEA, and the, things started to dry up and coke stopped coming in. What happened? Live music started to tank, hair metal started dying, right? Because that was part of the cocaine excess, right? Yeah. Comedy clubs started going out of business, right? Comedy, the boom was over. Everybody's like, the comedy boom is over. The boom isn't over. The coke dried up.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, when alt comedy started happening in like 90, which is around the same time that fucking grunge was. Everything, I think, was a reaction to that behavior. Okay. It was people who weren't the cool kids, who weren't going to the cool parties, who didn't get to do coke because they didn't have money for it, or they also saw how other people acted on coke. But they were I think that generation of people were the outliers because we weren't part of popular culture.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, well, it's our turn. Now, now that it's not popular, we can be vocal and loud.
And then everyone got into heroin.
Yeah, and everybody got into heroin. The next cool thing, that was everybody got into heroin. God.
That was huge for a long time. Man. I will say I have done a lot of drugs. I have never done heroin. I don't do opiates. I've never done anything like that.
It's no joke. I've never done heroin and I've never done cocaine. I talked about it on stage that I have smoked crack.
Yeah, your crack bit is hilarious.
But it's true. I did it and I only did it once and I totally had a moment where my brain disconnected and went, hey man, this shit's it's too good. Let's not do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was still smoking, I smoked like 5 packs a day at the time. Like I was a chain smoker and drinking. And my brain was like, if we do this, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is going to be the thing that kills us.
Oh yeah.
Like I instantly knew when I smoked it, I was like, it's this good. This is going to be the thing that destroys me.
Yeah.
Like it won't be the drug. It won't be the other drugs or the alcohol or the cigarettes. This will kill me because I will just do it all the time. It is that good.
I was talking to my therapist. My old therapist she ended up not dumping me, but I think she had some health problems and had to retire, which this tracks based on this story. But she was like, yeah, I got arrested, like 15 years ago, on a meth charge. And she was like, I ended up being in jail for a while. She was like, but I did it because at the time I thought it made me a better mom. It made me a better worker. It made me able to complete all my tasks. And she was like, I was a superhero on meth. So I was just doing a lot of meth and just getting everything done. And I was like, cool.
Holy shit.
I'm not doing meth. I was like, I said, I think I've only maybe done meth on accident. I was like, because that's sometimes something that happens is you end up doing meth on accident. But
sure.
Yeah, no, but I try not to. Yeah, I've been a bad boy. I've been a bad boy in my life. And the other thing is when I first moved here, it was just like, I just knew everybody. I knew drug dealers. I just knew so many drug dealers.
But the thing about, when you're young, that's when you're supposed to do that stuff. And being a bad boy has 2 effects. You either grow up and you become a good man as a result because you're like, all right, well, I was a bad boy. I did that.
Yeah.
Or you grow up and you become a bad man.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 ways you can go. And I think that, come on, buddy.
I think I wasn't a bad boy. I think I was a good time guy.
Yeah.
I was a good time guy. And I think, what do you become after a good time guy? where do you go from there?
You can either be early 80s Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Or you can be 2010 Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
There's a real difference between like, man, these guys are fucking wild,
Yeah.
To, wow, these guys should really hang it up.
Yeah. It's like just the like, wow, these guys are fucking wild. Or it's, wow, these guys are fucking wild.
Wow. There's wild, and then there's Vince Neil's Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh God, don't even start talking about Buffalo Wild Wings. I love Buffalo Wild Wings.
Man, you know what? I love a Buffalo Wild Wings. What I don't love is when you walk into one and they haven't changed the oil in a while.
Oh yeah,
and you're like,
which is almost all of them all the time.
You're like, whoo, it's real smoky in here.
Yeah, I once went to Buffalo Wild Wings and my friend was like, "You got to do the hot wing challenge," and I was like, "I'll do the hot wing challenge." Like, what do you think I am? Of course I'm gonna do it. I love to eat.
Bring it.
So I sat down and then the girl who walked over with the timer was the girl I had a crush on all throughout high school. I was like, this is fucked up. I was like, I can't back out now.
Like,
but Sydney's gonna have to see me eat this.
It's like getting your colonoscopy.
Yeah,
but it's the cutest nurse who has to check the toilet when you're in overnight observation.
Yeah,
I just got to make sure that your bowel movements are coming out clear. Oh, just fucking kill me.
Yeah. Oh, so I had this, this is a little personal story for the pod. I had what they thought was cancer on and around my junk when I was like 15. So I had like,
holy shit.
Yeah. So I had like,
young.
yeah. So it looked like it was like cancerous cysts is what they thought it was. And then after they cut them off, they sent them off and they were like, oh, so this was a like a purely like unnecessary surgery that just makes your drunk look better. But, they were like, we thought it was cancer. It's not. So I had to get like a huge chunk cut out of like my groin area.
Holy
and the thing I remember most is that the nurse had acrylic nails that I could feel through her gloves while she was holding my penis to one side.
What a kink to develop.
No, straight up. I love acrylic nails now.
That's how kink develops, man. It's like the getting a hard on when your dad hits you with your belt and you're like, oh no.
No, not now.
Fuck, man. Oh no, is this gonna be the rest of my life?
Yeah.
This is gonna cost so much money.
Oh god, I know you probably know him too, but I know a professional sub.
Oh yeah, I know a couple, yeah.
Yeah, I know one. I know one, he's my dungeon master. He's
holy shit, literally and figuratively.
I like it was so funny. I was out with him and a couple other, he's an old comic at other comics where we were out, and it was with my current partner, and I was like, move over, you pervert, to him. And then Adrian was like, be nice to him. And I was like, no, he's literally a professional pervert.
Yeah.
He's a professional pervert. And Adrian was like, what does that mean? And he goes, oh, let me show you. And then pulls out his phone and starts showing her like his like OnlyFans porn shit. And then he goes, can you do it? And I was like, I follow you on Twitter. I don't need to see it again. I was like,
oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah. And she was like, he showed me a bunch of stuff. And I was like, yeah, how'd you feel about it? And she was like, cool, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know, get his money. He's got to get his money.
Gotta get it somehow.
Yeah.
And if it's by making people's dreams come true.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Especially if their dreams are like really easy to achieve.
Yeah, like
just being humiliated.
You want to just step on my balls and spank me?
Right.
You give me $100. Yeah.
I'm gonna make you never come. How about that? And it's gonna hurt. And I'm gonna. How about I also post everything on a social media site? I just post your face. That's humiliation.
Yeah.
That'd be my thing. Like, don't touch my dick or anything. Just post pictures of me eating.
Oh. We used to do that in high school to everybody. We had two bits in high school. It was, is it hungry or is it sleepy? And you would take a picture of someone while they were mid-bite or while they fell asleep somewhere where they shouldn't.
Oh, wow.
And so we would post those to like Instagram and Twitter, and mostly like before Instagram really took off. So like Twitter and I don't know, Facebook, MySpace, whatever. But we would post those, and it was always like, and then I started doing it with like people I was dating, and then I would get in trouble so much.
That's my humiliation fetish. Is public eating, and then also trying on clothes.
Trying on clothes?
Oh man, I hate coming out of a dressing room, but fucking sometimes you got to do it. And it's the one thing where I'm like, I'll do it if I have to. But it's I'm like, oh man, if somebody gets a picture of this, I mean, that's probably the only way I feel good about myself, is just being humiliated, trying on a suit that's too big or pants that are too long, and then coming out and going, what is this? How does this look?
Yeah.
You know, what do you think?
Yeah.
And immediately in my brain, I'm like, I wonder if anybody's thinking like, is that what he looks like when he's fucking? It's just everything's too long. Nothing fits. I'm uncomfortable. I look like a child again.
Half the time I'm like alone. I'm like, I never want to have sex again. I don't need it. I don't want it. And then I start talking to someone and I'm like, no, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen. It's like, I was like, oh, I'm such a little sex freak. But like, yeah, half the time I'm like, no, I don't even want this. I don't want the effort of having, like, I wrote a joke a while ago that was, I don't want to have sex with anyone new, just because it feels like there's too much to explain at this point. It's like,
oh yeah,
yeah. I was like,
you got to bring somebody into your thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
At 56, I mean, the blessing is at some point, if you play your cards right, everything just gets shut off. And it is the biggest blessing of all to just be like, I haven't even heard from you in fucking weeks, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from you in weeks. Like, I forget, like, I even have to touch it when I pee because I'm like, it's just there, but I don't even think. I'm just like, this is a function. Hasn't even entered my mind. The doctor will be like, I got to check down. Then I'm like, yo, that's right. That's still there. Go ahead, knock yourself out. What's it look like?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while.
I mean, it's the most liberating experience to just have almost no sex drive. I mean, I never really had a sex drive to begin with, really. It's not my thing, but to just have it, not even access it anymore, I'm like, holy shit.
I feel like a lot of my sex drive for a while was just performative. Like, it was like trying to keep up with whoever I was with.
I think I probably more qualified in that arena than being like a sexual person. I think it was, just societal. Like, I felt like I had to be part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would definitely be more vocal about it when I was younger, but I also didn't like it because something about just not having, like, just being vulnerable in that way. And also I didn't like it. I just didn't like having another person. I'm like, this just feels like work.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like work.
Yeah.
And that's what it felt like to me. And I'd tell my friends and they're like, what is fucking wrong with you? Like, it's fucking great. And I'm like, it's work, man.
Yeah.
Like, I got to do something. I'd rather be doing something else.
Well, when I was at my biggest, I like was afraid to like. I hear from people that like tell me like years later that they're like, oh, you were still cute and we still had crushes on you and stuff when you were that big. And I was like 320, like probably biggest, but probably 300, 320 was probably at my biggest. And they would be like, oh no, we liked you still then. And I was like, oh yeah, you're like a 5'1" woman. I would have literally crushed you. I do this now as a joke with my partner where I go, I will just be like fooling around, we'll kissing and stuff, and then I just call it the drill, and I was like, it's time for the drill, and then I'll just flatten and go dead weight, and then she'll have to figure out how to get out from under me. And
I wrote a spec for a script for a horror movie that I wanted to write. So I wrote the outline in the spec about a sex worker who gets trapped under a man 5 times her size. Okay. And the entire movie has a heart attack on top of her.
It's kind of a Gerald's Game.
And she can't get out from under him and has to figure out how to survive through, 6 or 7 hours before her lungs collapse.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, holy fuck. Like, I wrote a spec for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm claustrophobic. So I was like, what's the most horrifying thing I can think of?
Yeah.
Oh, being trapped under a person.
Yeah.
Like, that is the worst. Like, I wouldn't be able to push them off or get out. It's very Gerald's Game.
Yeah.
But it's, but oh no, it's Jared's Game.
Jared's Game.
Pull in tight, number 4. Jared's Game. There is no number. There's no camera tight. There's no tight shot.
I mean,
I'd be like,
I'm shooting tight. Big so I can zoom in. Yeah, no, I've never seen Gerald's Game, but I watch a lot of stuff spoofing Stephen King stuff. That's a Stephen King, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is that a Bachman?
No, that's Stephen King. I only watched the first 20 minutes of it, and then I was like, oh, she's handcuffed to a bed. That's my nightmare. I don't want to watch anymore.
Yeah.
Because again, claustrophobia, trapped, no control. I'm like, I don't need to see how this plays out. I'm sure she survives, but I don't want to. It's just going to give me anxiety.
Well, I'm like a completionist, so even if I hate a movie, I'm going to finish it. The one thing that I could not do was this movie starring John Cena and Lil Ray Howery called Vacation Friends.
I mean, that sounds like a movie I couldn't get.
No, I started it. I got to the part where they're on vacation. They get home from vacation. Then they show up to their like wedding party or something. And it's just like uninvited guests with a baby. And or like pregnant. And I just go, nope. Oh, and she's like, it's actually your baby. And I was like, nope.
No. And it's Lil Ray and it's John Cena, which could be funny.
Yeah.
But already Vacation Friends just...
It's a bad title for a movie.
This sounds like something they were like, this is a tax write-off.
Oh, yeah.
We've just got to make this thing. And then the director's like, if I make this piece of shit and it goes to Tubi, they'll let me do a Marvel movie.
I think it was a Hulu original movie.
Oh, man.
There's great Hulu original movies. I'm pretty sure
the
Joshie was one.
Remake,
yeah, I haven't seen the Hellraiser one.
That debuted on Hulu, and it was fucking great.
I've been meaning to read it, the book.
Oh, the Hellbound Heart. The original, it's great. It's so different, but I remember sitting in a theater. Okay, I'm old. So I went and saw it. I go see every horror movie opening weekend. If it's something good. I don't go see shit. I don't like slasher movies and stuff, but I like horror movies. Right? Yeah. And we went opening weekend, we went to the SeaTac 6 or something in Federal Way. And Friday night, 8 p.m. show, that was my ideal because I like to sit in an audience full of people and experience, and it's the 80s. So horror was like insane at the time. Like the special effects were all, everything was very brash and loud and fueled by Coke, right?
Yeah. As we talked about earlier.
And I remember sitting in that theater, only having read some Clive Barker, but hadn't read Hellbound Heart or a lot of the shorts. But knowing that like he was kind of hypersexual guy and wrote a lot more about, the gay man who hadn't really come out yet, but wrote a lot about bondage in his horror and, BDSM and holy shit, the audience in that movie was not ready for what they got. They had no idea what the fuck was going to happen.
Oh no.
And it was so crazy to like have my 15, 16-year-old brain just like, it's very like, it's very sexy at the beginning and very like, filters on the lens. So everything's kind of glowing and people are bright and the sex looks sweaty. But the minute he's like, there's got to be something more than this. There's got to be something else. My brain was like, oh, sex isn't enough. Oh no. Like that's not even a concept that occurred to me at 16. Like for some people, sex just isn't enough. And that's, what we're just talking about. Like for some people, it's just, there's got to be more to it. And then, they didn't even just go to like regular BDSM, like maybe I'll get spanked or something. They went right to a hell universe where they're like, peel my fucking skin off. The only way I can come is I need fish hooks to peel my lips all the way over my head. Then take the skin off of my chest cavity and pin that to my back. And then take my genitals and slice them in two so that there's two sets of genitals and then staple them to my thighs. Now, hold on. We're not to Cum Town yet. Here's what's really going to do it. Scare me. Scare me. Then I need you to jump out of a closet and scare me. Like, it was so funny to be in an audience full of people that just were not prepared. They, I think they thought Hellraiser, like, we're going to hell. It's going to be the devil.
Yeah.
It's going to be some violence. But, man, they were not ready for, like...
Cenobites.
Yeah, the skin removal, the regeneration, just the weird sexual congress, the politics of Leviathan and the hell dimension. And, God, just, like, going back to that time period and being like, that was new. Like, that was a mind-blowing concept for some people.
Yeah. I also love how they all have silly little names.
Oh, yeah.
Pinhead.
Chatterbox.
Butterball.
Yeah, Butterball.
Yeah. They have silly little names. They're gross little demon perverts, and they have silly little names.
And they're all just, really, when you get down to the brass tacks, they're just, that's just their thing.
Yeah.
It's just their kink. It's all about coming.
It is all about
coming.
It is all about coming.
Like, or, we're always perpetually feeling like you're coming. That's their whole thing, isn't it? Pain is, pain to them is just, right? The pain is pleasure. But and then at that point, it's like, well, then it's not really hell, right? Like for you, that's your thing. Why are we judging? Like if it was now, I think it'd be weird to introduce that and be like, oh, look how scary this is. Because you'd be like, well,
don't kink shame them.
Yeah, don't kink shame fucking Pinhead.
Yeah.
Like he used to work for Jim Rose in the 90s. And that was his thing. He put pins in his body, and that's the only way he can feel anything. And also, let's get into his past. Clearly, there's probably some, undiagnosed trauma that happened there, and that's what led him to that. But that's not what the pretext is. It's just that we have to recognize that everything has a genesis.
Yeah, at least Butterball's not on the Epstein list, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, at least they're not fucking kids. There's not a single kid in Leviathan.
No, there's not a single kid in Leviathan.
There's not one kid there. It's all full-grown adults, all consenting, by the way.
My buddy who got me into he showed me Hellraiser for the first time. I kind of like, I don't know where he lives right now. I know he lives in Tacoma, but I kind of want to crudely wrap up a puzzle box and just drop it on his doorstep and just knock on the door and just fucking run and just leave him a puzzle box with no explanation. Don't tell him that I did it, or mail it to him, no return address, puzzle box, a little bit of blood on it, and then just leave it there and just see if he solves it. And if he solves it, maybe there'll be a little message from me in the middle.
It's just a little pop-up flag.
Yeah.
Happy
Pervert.
birthday, Don.
Yeah.
I think it was such a weird time. And looking back on it now, I'm reflecting on like the fact that every time that someone gets that puzzle box, I mean, no one there didn't consent to it.
Oh yeah.
So why are we all freaked out? Like, why would, in the 80s, of course, we were like, what?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Having to put a fish hook in your balls. But people do that shit for fun. Like they do it. You can go see you can go see body modifications. You know, people performing with body modifications regularly. It's right there. Like, Cenobites have to work.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just all day long. Can't just be in leather.
No.
You know, you can't just get your fucking rock stuff all day. You got to be doing stuff. Like, you know, those Cenobites also have work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, those Cenobites, their job is to do it to you,
right?
So they get to bring their work home. They get to love it.
Yeah, but there's got to be a time when, you know, even a Cenobite is like, hey, let's just take a moment. Like, this is a lot, man.
This is a lot.
I'm doing all the heavy lifting here, and you're not doing anything but moaning and screaming, and I just need to go home for a little bit.
Yeah,
you know. Like, I'm no, not once.
I miss my wife.
Yeah, is there a Cenobite who's just like, hey man, I'm spent.
Yeah.
I need to rejuvenate, you know?
Yeah.
I need a weekend.
I just need a weekend where I'm not ripping the skin off of a horny man.
I'll come back. I'll leather up. You know, I'll get my hooks in.
Yeah.
But I just need a weekend, you know?
I got some paperwork to do.
I haven't even eaten. I forgot that I haven't eaten in like 6 years.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I love that. You love horror? You big horror guy?
I'm a huge horror guy.
I was just talking to someone about this the other day, that horror, they say realistic horror doesn't scare them, but anything that's like ghouls, goblins, ghosts, anything like that will scare the shit out of them. And that's kind of how I am too. I grew up Catholic, so like the devil shit I don't fuck with. It's like, so like Hereditary fucked me up big time. What didn't fuck me up? Barbarian.
Barbarian was fun.
Barbarian was just fun.
But yeah, Hereditary fucked me up because, you know, I mean, it was just, it was so bleak.
Oh,
and the horror just kept subverting what I expected. And you know, there are times in the movie where I was like, I have to see this again because I can't reconcile what I just saw on screen. Like, it didn't make sense to me because it was so fucking horrifying that I didn't take time my brain couldn't process it. And I like that. I like being taken out of my element. I mean, real horror is losing control, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's real horror. I mean, that's the worst thing is having no control.
Yeah.
You know, or no way back from wherever you were. And you're just in a situation that is just going to get progressively worse or more so out of your control. That's, to me, what the basis of real horror is. And even in stand-up, you know, if I write about something horrible, the horror has to be in the concept that, like, you know, you've given up control.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also where it can be funny, you know, is having to reconcile the, like, it's not me, you know, so how do I deal with this? Mm-hmm. Situations, you know, situational things that I think, you know, where there is no way to fix it, and you just have to laugh at it. And that's where the humor comes in, because we get scared. We have two responses, you know, fight or flight. And mine is always flight, because I'm not a fighter. Mm-hmm. So I will laugh at shit. And even if I don't think it's funny, mm-hmm. it's my first response. And it's a defense mechanism. But real horror to me is not having control. I mean, For some people, horror is being chased by a masked, assailant with a knife. And true horror to me is being trapped in an elevator with someone who wants to talk. And the elevator's not moving. It's just never going to open.
Oh, yeah.
And that to me is horror. Like,
I have a movie to pitch to you. It's you get in the sauna and then someone else gets in the two guys that are talking get in the sauna after you. They shut the door locks. The door gets stuck. It's like overnight gym. You're in, so it's you in the sauna with these two guys, and they're trying to talk, and they're just having an annoying conversation. You're trying to tune out. Then they try and leave. Door's stuck. So you're stuck with the two most annoying dudes in the world in a sauna while it slowly heats up.
Oh man, I would take my towel off and fill it with rocks.
Yeah, just start beating
Beat
them.
The shit out of them to death, and then cover myself in their blood. And then 5 minutes later, an attendant would come by and unlock the door and go, "You were only in here for like less than 15 minutes." I'm like, "Well, this is what I've got bits of meat in my mouth." I'm like, well, I didn't know how long. I have no sense of time.
Yeah. There's not a clock in here.
There's not a clock. Put a fucking clock in here. I don't know how long I've been. My dog, I leave the house for 5 minutes. My dog thinks I was gone for 11 years.
Yeah.
I have no concept of time.
That's why I've been bringing him because I worked from home most of this week, but I brought him in today and yesterday because I was just like, I just don't feel like leaving him at home all day.
We have an elderly dog. He's really old. My grandfather's poodle, who died already twice, and after we started taking care of him and not feeding him chicken strips every day and French fries, he tended to live longer. But now, he's 17. He's blind. He's a toy poodle, so they already
live long.
And he is 17, blind, no teeth, deaf, and, still has some puppy energy. Occasionally has a burst where he's like, let's run up and down the hall. And then he'll run into a wall. And I'm like, fuck, I forget you can't see. First I go, tee, and then put him in his little bed. But he gets really anxious because he also has no senses anymore. So if we're gone for like 20 minutes, man.
Yeah.
We have a camera in the house now, a little camera on his feeder. And he'll just get up on the couch and just start like, woo! So we can't leave.
Yeah.
I can't. I hate leaving him alone. My wife and I can't go on vacation because we're like, we can't really expect anybody to live at our house while we're gone.
Yeah.
Because he not only needs people there, but he also needs his special eye drops, 3 times a day. And he's got a special food that has to be made for him because he has no teeth. So there's a formula for everything and a routine because he's very set in routines.
Yeah.
And, and I am beholden to him. I know he's going to outlive me. I just know it. But like, I hate leaving him.
Yeah.
I'd take him with me places, but he's also like, he just doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
He's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He doesn't know where things are at. So I would take him to places for a while. But when his vision and his hearing started to really go, he would just be like, I don't know where I'm at and I'm terrified.
Uh-huh.
So he just couldn't relax. So now I just leave him I put him in his bed and I'm like, I hope he doesn't wake up for a couple hours because I'm going to Costco.
Yeah.
And it's hard though, because, I'm a dog guy. My wife's a cat guy, but that kind of switched when we took my grandfather's poodle, because then she suddenly became a dog person. And he likes me okay, but oh my God. Like, my wife can't leave him at all. She just gets so like...
That's with him and my partner. She like... But the thing is, when we got him, I was working like long hours outside the house for the first like 2 weeks. Like for the first few months. So then like... He was just alone with her at home. She works from home, so he was just alone with her all the time. And then now I'm working from home part time, and I'm around more. And he loves me, but she's also been gone for a week. So me and him have been bonding hardcore. We've had him for like 3 years now. He's about 6 years old.
How old is 6 years? Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I've been petting. I've been petting this dog the entire time, and I totally forgot their name.
Gordon. Yeah, he's a good boy.
Don't normally just pet things without knowing their name. I didn't even, I think you said his name when I got there, and then immediately I was like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
And then we're just fucking petting.
Yeah, he was all active last record we did. Now he's chilling out.
I've been giving him the pats. I also have I have very good chill energy.
Yeah.
People fall asleep around me all the time. I don't know why I do stand up. I really should just I can't.
You should get one of those sleep to me podcasts. You know those ones?
Yeah, but the problem is I also have a weird speech impediment, so I have kind of a punchable voice, and so I just don't know what my gift is.
Yeah.
I tell dick jokes because that's all I have. But even then, I should be putting people to sleep. But it's mainly just by touch.
Yeah.
Energy. That's what I call
energy. Yeah. Yeah.
Blue crystals.
Blue. Yeah, I should have started a podcast for dogs where I'm just going, good boy. You're a good boy. Good dog.
Here's a treat.
Lay down.
Who's been a good boy?
And then at the end of it, vet.
Oh, God. Okay, so our go-to now when we do leave the house, if we want to go to dinner or something, we have to leave the dog there. If it's quiet, that's when he starts to panic.
Yeah.
So we have found on YouTube that there are 6 to 8 hour long just Korean, there are videos in Korean of just food prep.
Oh.
At food stalls, and they'll go from different food stalls and just prep, and you just hear all the background noise and the ambient stuff and the sound of just people prepping and talking, and it seems to just chill him out.
Uh-huh.
And now we're on to cafe videos where it's just Korean milk tea cafes. They're 6 hours long, and they're just putting the cups on there and telling you what drink they're going to make, and then just making the drink, and then time for the next drink. And this is 6 hours long. Different, some with yogurt, some with ice cream, some with just matcha and milk and different flavors. They go 6 hours long of this shit. We could go to a casino and come back, and he's just chill.
Yeah.
As long as the video is going.
Yeah.
But if YouTube occasionally does that thing where they're like, are you still watching? Yes or no? And then it's just quiet.
Then he'll freak out.
Yeah, he just loses his mind.
Yeah.
And there's no way to fix that from remotely. Well, I guess I could do it on my phone because it's my YouTube thing, but
oh yeah.
But I don't know if I could play it from that device.
Yeah, I wonder if you have to be close.
I don't think we're there. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're in that.
Technologically, we may not be there yet. Oh, are you a Diet Coke guy?
I am a Diet
Coke. I am 100% a Diet Coke guy.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, it is addictive.
It's so good.
I went to Europe last year. I went to Denmark and the Netherlands. It is illegal there.
Diet Coke is?
Because it has aspartame, which they have determined is not good for you at all and is cancer causing. So they don't put it in any of their. So they have a thing called. Oh man, it's not Coke Zero. They have another Coke that's sort of their Diet Coke. It is not at all Diet Coke.
Oh yeah.
And it was the hardest 2 weeks of my life. Just going places, and I'm like, just get a Diet Coke, and they're like, no Diet Coke. I'm like, what's the alternative? We're like Coke Zero, and I'm like, it's not the same fucking thing.
No, literally, my partner was like, hey, they were out of Diet Coke at the store, so I got Coke Zero, and I was like, then don't get anything.
Don't get anything.
It's not. Get seltzer.
Kick those cans into the street.
Yeah,
Coke Zero.
Yeah, it's annoying. Coke Zero's fucking whack.
Yeah.
It's whack. And also, it's not zero. If Coke Zero has zero caffeine in it, then it could be Coke Zero, and I would respect it. But
my wife is a huge Coke, she's a Coke person, where, she's gone to the factory a bunch. She's, knows the whole history of the company. She knows, the syrup levels between the plastic bottles and the cans are different, and it's bananas, right? She just knows all of this minutia about Coke and the history and what goes into it. And she was at one point tried to convince me, that becoming a Diet Coke person is not unlike joining a cult.
Oh yeah,
because the first couple times you're like, people are really crazy about this, and I don't get it. And then third or fourth Diet Coke, you're like, well, I can't drink anything else.
No,
it's this, and then maybe water to just clear my palate for the next Diet Coke. But there is no better feeling. And I'm saying this, and I'm probably wrong, but this is just me. There is really no better feeling on earth if you're a Diet Coke person than getting an ice cold can of Diet Coke and the first sip from that ice cold can, the feeling of it hitting your palate, the bubbles. It's different with the bottle. It's different with plastic.
Yeah.
It's an ice cold can. There's something about the can. There's something about how it reacts to aluminum. And a minute it hits your palate, it is so much better than anything else.
No, it's amazing.
It is like having a white truffle for the first time every time.
Yeah.
It is like, it's the longest cum ever. It's the longest cum.
Yeah.
You drink it and you're like, there's no better feeling than this. There's just nothing better.
No. Well, okay, so for me it goes canned Diet Coke, and I will drink like 4 of them. Canned Diet Coke, McDonald's fountain Diet Coke.
Holy fuck. Yes. The fountain Diet Coke.
In McDonald's specifically.
Yeah.
Because they get it in the metal.
Yeah.
They get it in the metal. And I go across the street and I get a Diet Coke over there in fountain. It's fine. It's not the best thing in the world. But like, no, the McDonald's fountain Diet. Sometimes I'll go to McDonald's just to get a Diet Coke.
It's also the level of CO2 that they use, which is very specific.
Yeah.
Because they have a mix. They have their own mix. It's different than at Burger King or any place else that sells Coke products.
Yeah.
McDonald's has some special fucking thing that they do, and it's no joke. Like, their Diet Coke is different than everybody else's. You can go and just go to the drive-thru. I'll go to the drive-thru and just get a medium Diet Coke. I will increase my carbon footprint just to go to a drive-thru, stall my car for 5 minutes while I wait. Like, are they going to use the app? I'm like, no, you're going to be so disappointed. I just want a medium Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting in line behind 6 other cars, and I'm just going to get a fucking recyclable cup with a non-recyclable straw, and I'm going to drink fucking syrup with water and CO2, and for some reason it's going to be better than I got anywhere else.
No, it's insane. It's like I can't do a McDonald's boycott straight up. Like I can't do it. Also, a McChicken.
McChicken's the best.
It's so good.
I mean, it's
and a McDouble. Ugh.
Yeah, the McDouble and because it's a cheeseburger with the second patty on it.
Yeah,
it's perfect. It's perfect. It's 460 calories. You don't need more than that. It's perfect. The McChicken's great. People will make fun of me because they're like, that's like a fillet of fish. And I'm like, you go fuck yourself.
A fillet of fish is good too.
Fillet of fuck yourself.
That also is good.
A fillet of fish is great.
Good.
Yeah.
You know what I saw? They're selling like double fillet of fish now. And I'm like, you don't need to do that.
You don't need 2 fish patties, man.
No, they're also huge. The fish patties are huge. Nah. I fuck up McDonald's. I might, now that we're talking about it, I might get McDonald's
fish go together.
Home. Yeah. Well, actually, I think American cheese. Yeah. But also, like, I'll do like at home, and I used to work at this restaurant called King Solomon's Reef, and I used to make this sandwich that I called the Fish Boy, that I was trying to get people. I was trying to get them to put as a special for the longest time. They wouldn't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, avert your eyes if you cannot stand to look directly at the Fish Boy.
And it was a hoagie with 2 pieces of fish and chips on it, American cheese, tartar sauce, and coleslaw.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It was incredible.
It's a basket in a sandwich.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah, and I would squeeze some lemon on it.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah, and I was like, literally, like, charge an extra $1 than what you charge for the
coleslaw is what takes it over the edge.
Yeah.
Which I'm a big fan of, like, coleslaw on a sandwich. If it's a pulled pork or fish, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do it all the time.
I've had the pulled pork sandwiches with the coleslaw on it. I'm like, this is the only way this should ever be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it should always be on a sandwich. Or, oh my God, roast beef. I've had roast beef with coleslaw.
Yeah.
And horseradish.
We've talked about Arby's on this podcast a couple times, and I don't really fuck with Arby's, but I fuck with other restaurants jocking Arby's C's. So like a small restaurant that's like, oh, we're going to make the Arby's sandwich. They always do it better.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Like I did that at the Reef too. I would just take roast beef and I would soak it in the au jus and then pour it out. Yeah. Like put some American cheese on it on a hamburger bun.
I mean, I will tell you what, their horsey sauce is the best thing in the world. I will just go there and steal packets of it and put it on other stuff.
They sell jars of Burgerville sauce at the Burgerville.
Burgerville. Okay. Now we've just hit one of my favorite fast food chains.
Don't even start with me.
Favorite.
I love Burgerville. Always milkshake.
Yeah.
Milkshake. They have the best milkshakes.
They have the best milkshakes, and it like real ice cream, and it's loud, and the food is amazing. And I love the fact that everything is, I mean, they procure everything locally. So all their purveyors are, within a couple 100 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, and everything now is compostable.
Yeah.
Like, you feel good when you eat there, but man, even better, like, the fucking food's always the best. Best burgers. I always have the best burgers. The fucking shoestring truffle fries.
I was literally about to bring that up.
Shoestring fries.
Like a rosemary. Yeah. They're so good. God, I wish we had a Burgerville. The closest Burgerville, I believe, is Centralia.
Yeah, Centralia.
And that's the one I grew up going to.
If I have to.
Yeah. Every time we leave, my mom's like, "Do you want to have dinner with us?" I was like, "No, bitch, I'm going to Burgerville."
Yeah, if I'm driving to Portland, I know I'm stopping in Centralia.
Yeah.
To hit that Burgerville, and then I'm gonna get gas at the Safeway.
They have that Safeway has like the cheapest gas anywhere.
It's like $2.70 right now.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's insane. I save up my points at Safeway, and then I go there. And I also, as a 30-year-old, I'm 32 now. As a 30-year-old, I just started using my own Safeway rewards. Like, because I was always using my mom. I was always using my mom's, and so it was always hit or miss if I was actually going to get the discount. But like, I was either going to steal her discount or I wasn't going to get anything. But like now it's like I'm using my own. I'm always getting the discount because I'm spending like $100 there every 2 weeks. And that's how often I fill up or whatever. And you always get the 10 cents off. Like,
yeah,
this is where I shop for groceries. So,
I mean, honestly, my wife and I love doing the Safeway app and getting our coupons at a time. And then betting like $10 who's going to be closer to the ticket price.
Yeah.
When we get to because the discount, we're always surprised. I mean, Trump has ruined our economy, but at the same time, there's nothing more fun than being like, did we just save $40 on our groceries?
Yes.
And we got 30 cents off our gas?
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking try. You know what? Try, DJT. Try to ruin my fucking day right now.
No.
I'm going to pay $2.70 for gas, and I just saved $40 on $190 worth of groceries. You can fucking staple my sack to my legs.
And now we're back to genital mutilation.
It's the only way I can
full circle in this podcast. Back to genital mutilation.
So, what does this Rubik's Cube do? Hey. I feel my pants are tighter.
God, yeah, he's got dementia. He's got dementia pretty hardcore, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I hope he shits himself to death, but while he's wide awake. I hope he shits himself to Emmett and I talk about this all the time. Like, we really hope that he just shits himself to death, but it's going to be like when he's talking and he does that thing that a newborn baby does when they start shitting, you know, where they just go, and the eyes get what? And they're just pushing because they don't know what else to do. And then you just hear like a pop, and then he's fucking gone.
Yeah.
And then the whole room, everybody in the room just goes, oh, what is that smell?
And then they start applauding.
Yeah.
Then everybody's...
Good job, buddy. You did good. And then someone gives him a Nobel Peace Prize medal.
Yeah.
They just go, well, you shit better than anybody else.
Shit's better than anybody else.
It's not a real Peace Prize. It's just the medal.
Nobel Poo Prize.
You get a Nobel Poo Prize. Oh, I wish it was a Nobel Pea Prize.
Oh, Nobel Pea
Prize.
Prize.
Right there. Shit. Nobel Poo Pea Prize.
How many times have you shit yourself as an adult?
Never.
Never?
I've been very fortunate. I have shit the bed once, though, as a full-grown adult. But I had the flu.
Okay, that's different.
And I had really bad gas, and I was on antibiotics. And I thought I was going to let one go. I was just going to let one go while I'm in bed watching Netflix. And then I just fucking shit everywhere. And then my wife came. I was like, oh, no. Oh, God. And my wife came down and was like, oh, my God, what is that? And I'm like, I think I shit the bed. And she was like, oh, yay. She was so excited. She called her mom and everything. She was like, he finally shit his pants. And I was like, I didn't shit my pants. I shit the bed.
It's different.
Yeah. And she was like, I'm so happy he finally broke his cherry on that. Like, I'm like, why would you do that?
Have you ever pissed yourself as an adult?
No.
Really? Wow, you're really good at not pissing and shitting yourself.
I've been very fortunate as a full-blown alcoholic, too.
I pissed myself on a date once.
Holy shit.
And I was wearing long johns. But we were like at my door, and I was like, I'll be right back. And I ran inside to go pee, and I got like halfway down the hallway and just started pissing. Oh, fuck. And so I just like peed the rest of my pee into the bathtub, and then just took off my long johns and my socks and my underwear and just pulled my jeans back on and pretended like it didn't happen. And she didn't say anything. So, and we made out. So,
I mean, I think that at least it's not like one of those stories where like you were just like leaving a bar.
Yeah.
With your pants, like your jeans all soaked.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've had friends like that. You know, we drink bell to bell. We drink until the bar kicked us out every night.
Yeah.
And several times I would see guys just like fucking piss jeans. And I was very fortunate because they're before the grace of God, right? Like that could have been me, but I got lucky. I've just never shit or pissed my pants. I've had every other awful thing. You know, I've fully like projectile vomited in a moving car several times.
Oh yeah.
Like all over myself and the driver. I have, oh man, I prematurely ejaculated, more than once, like fully clothed, like just making out with somebody because I was hammered and I'm like, I made a boo-boo. Like, but I have never shit or peed myself.
Oh, wow.
And honestly, considering how many times now that I think about it, that other thing happened, I think I would have rather shit my pants.
Yeah.
Like that's way less, I think way less. Like I could just be like, yeah, I shit my pants. There's something way more clinically sad about just fucking coming all over myself where I'm like, I wasn't even enjoying it. What happened? I was just drunk and hard and weird and this isn't what I wanted, but I would much rather be like, I shit all over myself. I think even that person would be like, that's forgivable.
I've been pretty good with cum in my life. I've never had a wet dream. That's something I've never had. Never had a wet dream.
Man, I've had wet daydreams.
Yeah. That's the name of this episode, Wet Daydreams with Derek
Just
Sheen.
in the grocery store, I'm like, what yogurt? Ah, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're like
real?
looking at the Land O'Lakes lady.
Yeah, yeah. Just drift off into an afternoon sunset with the Land O'Lakes lady, and then someone's like, "Hey, Mister, can I get in there?" And I'm like, "Oh, my pants."
Yeah. Oh God! Before we go out, I want to ask you a question. So you have a beard. You've had a beard for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is me trying to grow a beard. This is maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
It will get thicker.
You think so?
Yeah, and also the trick is to shave it and let it grow back a couple times, because the more you do that, the more aggressively your hair will start to grow back and thicker.
Okay. So you think I should shave this now?
Yeah.
And then maybe go again.
And I would do it with a actual, like a razor, not a straight razor, but I mean just like a regular razor.
Like a safety razor. I used to.
Because it opens up your pores. Do it with really hot water. Wash your face with really hot water, hot towel, everything. Open up your pores. Give yourself a razor shave, and then a hot towel after. The first couple times, because I had very, very light hair. It took me a long time to get like actual thick beard hair. And because I have the same thing, my hair grows in really. I have no body hair anywhere else.
I don't either, really.
So this was, I mean, I had to really cultivate it. But that's, my granddad had the same issue. And, you know, he grew a solid mustache.
Oh, that's all I get is.
But he was like, you know, I had to like. He's like, if you shave it a few times, let it grow back, and then shave it again, you know, it starts growing in more aggressively and stronger. And you know, the more you also good face wash, keep your pores open. Your hair will just grow a lot more aggressively. I did try early on. I tried prenatal vitamins because in the 80s, every guy was growing their hair super long, right? Everybody was like long hair and teasing it up, and I couldn't grow my hair very long, very fast. And a guy in a band was like, "We all take prenatal vitamins." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "It encourages hair and nail growth. You also have to take an iron supplement because it's for pregnant women, really. So it will rob you of your iron. So you have to take an iron supplement." But he's like, "But all of your shit will just start growing." And sure enough, you know, like within a month, I had like hair down to my shoulders. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I might have to get on that.
But also my bones were super weak. So it's a trade-off. You know?
A trade-off.
But I think the shaving it really helps, and it'll just help it grow in a little thicker.
Yeah.
And the more that you do that, the more it'll just start growing in more healthy and thick. And I had to train my beard because the first few times I tried to grow one, I just wouldn't come in all the way. Like I would get patches of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't consistent. And then now it's like, if I shave it all now, it'll come back like this in a month.
Oh, really?
A month or 2 months.
Wow.
It won't be it won't be this long, but it'll come in pretty full. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cause I get this. I get like nasty neck. Well, nasty neck. And then my dad's the same way. My dad doesn't really get this either. But me and him both have the shitty beard going on right now. My mom sent me a picture of it the other day. And his is a little bit better than mine, but we're just not a beard family.
I mean,
so I might have to give up.
It may not be a thing, but I mean, I futz with it all the time. I mean, I'm always trimming my neck. I always trim my sides down, and I just try to like get it, keep on working it, and then eventually it just comes in.
Yeah.
But also, you know, sometimes I mean, I have no body hair. I can't. I have the weirdest. I just look like a shaved. I just look like a pupa. I just look like a fat pupa. And so, but this is the only thing that this in my head.
Yeah.
You know,
and you've got a good head of hair too.
I've been really fortunate.
Yeah.
My granddad had a full head of hair until he was, you know, it was like 85 when things started falling apart.
Yeah, me too. Both of my grandparents. Yeah.
My uncle had a full head. I mean, like long, luscious hair. Everybody else in the family, on my dad's side of the family, is bald, and my uncle had like locks. Of course, he also was a racist hermit, and then he died alone on his toilet, and we didn't find him for 6 weeks. But he had a full head of hair.
There's a trade-off there.
He also had incredibly long nails because those grow when you die too. But again, you know, yeah, it's a trade-off.
It's a trade-off.
You know, it's how you rub the monkey's paw, really. It's like,
Did you like the monkey?
I fucking loved it.
I loved it too. A lot of people were shitting on it. I loved the monkey. Because
I don't think I mean, it's supposed to be funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
And it was over the top and it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about it. It was so different for Osgood Perkins because everything he's done has been very dark and brooding and slow. And, you know, like The Blackcoat's Daughter, I think is honestly, I think one of my favorite horror movies of like the last 15 years. Because it's so, I mean, it's just so effective and so sad and really fucked up at the end.
Yeah.
And, you know, it also introduces you to like this like his concept of like, this is, you know, this is what evil is, you know, and this is what the devil, his concept of the devil, right? Is a real piece of shit. He's just a real fucking piece of shit. And the monkey was such a nice, like, you know, it was a guy playing harmonica, you know, for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You can't get sad, you know, it's fun. It's weird. It's brash. And I loved it. And the kills were just so hilarious. And it just, the ending was so fucking funny. Just the ending of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that death actually shows up on a horse.
Yeah.
You know, the pale horse and the rider show up. And it's, who the fuck is the actor that's writing it? I can't remember. Because it was a cameo. And as soon as he showed up, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I also, anything Tatiana Maslany touches, I love.
Yeah.
And I just watched Megan 2.0, Mathregan 2.0.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Okay, I got to see it. I didn't see it.
They did a Terminator with Megan, so that's basically what it is.
I mean, it looked fun.
Those movies are just fun. I don't. Yeah, people are like shitting on them, saying they're bad movies. I was like, I go to the movies to have fun. I don't care if it's like bad. I'm trying to have fun. That's the kind of movies I like to make too. Is fun movies.
I want to make. Yeah, I love fun stuff like that. I love something that takes me out of like, you know, I'm not going to the movies because I just want my day to be longer. I go to the movies to like be removed from reality for a little bit. Sometimes I want to be scared. Sometimes I want to be moved. Sometimes I want to be excited. I want to be thrilled. But like ultimately I want to be entertained, right? And I wanted to see it. I for some reason I just didn't see it in a theater because I think everything at the time I'm like, I just got to make my choices. Yeah. And now it's probably free.
It's on. I think it's on Amazon.
But I did see, you know, saying that I saw Keeper, and I might have to see it again because I didn't like it.
Oh, I gotta see Keeper. I want to see Keeper.
I need to see it again because I think I wasn't in the right headspace, and I didn't like it. Oh. I loved the end of it, but I don't love Osgood Perkins. But it was one of those things where I'm like, it's not hitting me. And I think I need to see it again because I love that actress so much. She's so fucking good.
Yeah, dude. Something funny I love is I'll be like, Osgood Perkins movies, and they'll be like, who? And I'll be like, oh, well, his dad was in Psycho, like trying to reference him. And I was like, he's done these movies. They're like, no. And I was like, remember the nerdy guy from Legally Blonde? And they're like, oh. And I was like, yeah. That's Osgood Perkins.
That's Osgood Perkins.
Yeah. And so many times that I've had that conversation and been like, no, you know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what a weird career trajectory to like go from, not a Nepo baby. I don't think. I mean, he got his foot in the door doing side work.
Yeah.
And working on, being on films and then being, just character work to go into like, I think one of America's premier horror directors,
Like, I mean, like, who's your top 5 right now? Working top 5.
Like horror directors.
Top 3. Working top 3 horror directors.
I mean, definitely Osgood Perkins. I think Nia DaCosta. I mean, I loved her Candyman. I thought was brilliant. It's one of my favorite movies of the last 20 years. The Candyman sequel, basically, like the reboot. I thought it was brilliant, terrifying, fun. And I just saw Bone Temple, and I was like, yeah, she's amazing. I think who's really? I mean, you can't go wrong. Well, you can go wrong actually, because I loved Hereditary and I loved Midsommar, but I've hated everything else he's done so far. Eddington, I was like, this is a slog. I was mad that I sat through. Oh God damn it. The Joaquin Phoenix movie that he did.
Beau is Afraid.
Oh, I hated it so much. People walked out of the theater and I stayed out of spite.
Yeah.
I watched it out of spite because I'm like, I'm not going to let him win.
I saw that was listed as a comedy. I haven't seen it. Is it a comedy?
It is a comedy, but there's elements to everything that he does that, are pretty horrific. And that movie's full of them. I mean, he said it and I should have listened to him. He said that he wanted to make a 2-hour anxiety attack.
Oh, okay.
And that's what it is. It's a 2-hour anxiety. It is literally what an anxiety attack feels like.
Oh God, I don't need that.
Yeah. And there's no cohesive narrative at all. And Emmett and I fight about movies all the time. That's one thing that I think that's the glue in our relationship is we love each other, but we love to argue about movies. And that was a movie I was like, I couldn't stand it. He's like, I thought it was beautiful. It was, it's a love letter. And I'm like, man, it's just, we are fucking yogurt and salt at this point. Like, I just can't find the middle ground on that movie. I hated it so much. I've loved everything else that he's done. I loved Hereditary. I loved Midsommar. I loved his short that he did that got him his film deal. I thought it was brutal, and the subject matter was so fucked, but it's so well done. Eddington we watched, and I was like, man, this is just, it's depressing. It's COVID era, small town. It's like watching all of the worst parts of humanity now, where they were born. I'm like, I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see the beginning of conspiracy theories and, how fucking MAGA took off. I hate it. Hate being reminded of it. It was a bummer. Fuck, who else do I like that's making horror right now? I mean, Jordan Peele, I have nothing bad to say. Like,
no, of course not.
I mean, everything he's directed has been fun and weird, and I don't even know if he's really a horror guy as much as he is he's just a fucking interesting director. His movies are interesting.
People were saying stuff about Nope that I fully disagreed with. I loved Nope.
Love it. There really is no more, like, I think one of the few moments in a theater I've had where I have been absolutely chilled to the bone. And it was just the sound design when that thing sucks all those people up at the roundup.
Yeah.
And you hear them as it's flying around, digesting them as they're screaming, and it's in stereo. You can hear them being slowly digested and realizing what's happening to them as it's flying around, right? Because it has to move in order to digest. And the scene inside where they're trying to, like, the claustrophobic, trying to figure out what's happening to them, but that's terrifying. But when he's flying around and you can hear them all just fucking screaming and being swallowed, and there is nothing more like, oh God, just being digested slowly. What a horrible, like that was, as a kid, the Sarlacc was the only, that was, maybe the Sarlacc pit was like a wink and a nod to like, hey, forever horror. But that is like really terrific, man. I was like, that is really chilling. And it's seeing in a theater.
Yeah.
So they had,
it's got the good sound. Yeah.
Yeah. That was great. I love Jordan Peele. I love, I don't know. Let's see. Who else did stuff that I really, really like? Brad Anderson. I love Brad Anderson.
What's some movies that Brad Anderson's done?
Brad Anderson did one of my all-time favorite horror movies, which is Session 9. It's still one of the few movies that even rewatching it scares me. There's just elements to that movie that scare me so fucking bad on a base level. And it's solid. Have you seen it?
No.
Highly recommend it. Here's the synopsis really quick. Abandoned mental hospital.
Okay. It's
about to be torn down, but the developers find that it is full of oh God damn it. My brain just took a fart. What's the material that causes cancer? That's in old buildings. What is it?
The mesothelioma.
Yeah. What is it? It's it's right on top of my head.
Yeah.
That happens. It blanks out. And when you do it to somebody else, we go, what is that thing? They go, no, it's going on my brain too.
It's
but their job is they are a cleanup crew that goes in and cleans all this shit out, right? All the tiles, the ceiling tiles, everything that has it's right there. It's so close.
I know. It's really bugging me.
He has a team of guys, and he's having, he needs the job really bad. He's a contractor, and he makes the lowest bid to get it done. And they go, okay, you're on. And he goes, I can do it in 7 days. Mm-hmm. It's a massive hospital. The Danvers State Mental Hospital it was a real place, and it was abandoned and condemned, and it was massive. Mm-hmm. And they shot it inside the actual hospital. And so these guys are under pressure. They have 7 days to get this job done. They can't fucking take time off, right? And they're under duress from a boss who's clearly also coming unglued. He's got a new baby, right? He's got a house. He's got a mortgage payment he can't necessarily make. He is underwater. They're not in this hospital 2 hours. And this guy's already hearing voices talking directly to him. And his name is Gordon. And and there is something in that hospital, and these guys are, in this environment, this unsafe, unwelcome, scary environment. And one of them is slowly deteriorating mentally. And the other guys that work under him don't necessarily notice it because they're under so much duress themselves. Mm-hmm. But he is having a very hard time, and he is susceptible and vulnerable to whatever it is that's in that hospital.
Yeah.
And it is a horrifying 90 minutes of watching someone who is losing all control and all and has no concept of what's really happening around him, and is probably being manipulated in some way. And in a place that also, you have no idea until the end of the movie what is real and what isn't. Mm-hmm. But it is so well done, and it's so scary, and watching this guy's descent into madness is just so fucking awful.
Yeah.
And the last 15 minutes of the movie is heartbreaking, and then immediately chilling.
Yeah.
There's just a last coda at the end of the movie before the credits roll where you'll just feel your skin go cold. And it's so well done. And he's great. He's done some other... Asbestos. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
God, 56 years old. Look.
Asbestos.
I remember my fucking bits. There's sometimes a word will just go.
Yeah, no, and it came to me, and I was like, oh, I got it. I gotta say it right now.
It happens, and you know what? It is a group thing. There are times when someone else will forget a word, and they will deflect to me and go, "What is the name of that thing?" And then all of a sudden, it was here and it's gone. And then I'll do. It's a weird little virus.
It's a weird little
word virus. But Brad Anderson. So I highly recommend if you like a good. It's not gory.
Yeah.
It's not it's not kills. It is just chilling.
Yeah.
It is a real, honest to goodness ghost story.
Okay.
And I love stuff like that. I grew up in a really abusive household, very violent, and something about horror movies for me is that it's a good escape from actual horror. I like being scared. It's something that it's an emotion that I feel the most comfortable in. And I also feel like I like to be scared when I have control over it.
Okay.
When I know that I can leave in 90 minutes or 2 hours and it's over and it doesn't affect me at all. You know, that's I think why I gravitate towards that is like, I think being raised in an environment where I didn't have control over things and it was scary, I fell into a place where I'm like, I want to see this visited on other people, but also it's not real. You know, there's some voyeurism. And also at the end of the movie, I'm done. I lived, you know, I get to walk out, and I'm much more welcome that. Comedy, I don't know. I love doing stand-up, but I don't like watching comedy movies.
I don't really. I watch mostly comedy. I don't watch a whole heck of a lot of stand-up anymore.
No, I can't watch stand-up.
No.
I can watch it when I'm in the room with other stand-ups I like to watch, but I can't watch stand-up on
when it's a group activity, it's fun. But I tend to not really.
I mean, I will say the new Naked Gun, though, made me laugh.
Oh, yeah. I loved it. I loved it.
Can't fight City Hall. That's because it's a building. My fucking favorite joke.
Yeah, that's good. All right. I think
did we do it?
Yeah, I think we did it. I got a show I got to get to.
Ah, man.
And I got to put all this stuff away.
I am so sorry. I go long.
No. Hey, and I'd love to have you back. Yeah, it'd be great to have you back. Do you have a couple recs of people who you think should be on this podcast? Who do you think?
I mean, if you haven't had Emmett.
I haven't had Emmett.
Emmett's a blast.
I'll have Emmett.
Emma Schmuckler.
Emma Schmuckler
would be fun. I mean, you've had Natalie Holt on the show, the stand-up.
Yeah, I would love to have
Natalie would be a great
new
guest.
baby though. New baby, hard to get out.
Yeah, new baby, hard to get out, but she would probably love to just talk about stuff.
I brought my dog. She can bring her baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd totally bring her baby. But she could bring her baby. She's really fun. Who else do I really think is? Andy Iwancio.
I don't even know why I haven't had Andy on yet.
Andy's so fun.
Andy
and
really
Emmett
fun.
Took a road trip with me to California a few months ago when I was in the middle of a psychotic break on the Wellbutrin. I hadn't quit yet, which I did cold turkey, and I do not recommend for anybody.
Oh no, it sucks.
But it was a road trip, and if it wasn't for those two in the car with me for 14 hours, I don't think I would have made the trip.
Oh,
and they are so, they're both so funny.
They're hilarious
on their own, but also just great to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
They're entertaining people.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have them on.
We have good friends. We have fun friends.
Yeah.
But I would love to come back. I love to talk.
Maybe I'll have each of you on individually, and then I can do 4 people.
Oh my God. If you had all 3 of us on here.
Yeah.
That would be banana pants.
Yeah. We'll do that. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening and watching the Northwest Culture Report. My name is Keegan. With me today was Derek Sheen.
Me. Thank you.
This is my dog, Gordon. I love you. Good night.
Goodbye. Bye, Gordon.